First and foremost, a major shout out to my true love, Brent Casina, for reminding me that this actually came out today. I've been just buried in work, and he texted me a little while ago. He was like, "Hey, did you see this?" And I was like, "No, bro." So here we are. PlayStation Plus games for October 2021 are announced. This does match the leak that I read about on it was either NeoGAF or Reset Era about a week ago. It seemed like Hell Let Loose was kind of a lock-in. There were some questions on the PGA Tour and the Mortal Kombat X, but they are your official lineup. Seems like Sony is continuing along the trend of a single PlayStation Plus dedicated game for PS5, and then two more for PS4, some of which do contain free upgrades, whether in resolution or frame rate or whatever, to PS5. So interesting to see that. Interestingly enough, again, just like as we have seen in some months previous, Mortal Kombat X is already part of that PlayStation Essentials pack for PS5 owners. So kind of feels like they're devaluing the service ever so slightly, because now we are starting to see a lot of redundancy. And if you follow PlayStation or Xbox, or shockingly enough, Stadia is still around, believe it or not, you see the same games tend to make the loop. Whether it's Control, you'll see one service has it, then like a month later the other service has it, then the other, or what's the other one that just came through? The Plague Tale Innocence, we saw that similarity. So I have seen Mortal Kombat X floating around a bit out there, which is interesting that they are proceeding along this route. But I digress on the value for the overall service. Let's talk a value for this month. First and foremost, we have Let Hell Loose. I'm going to show you guys a very, very brief announcement trailer. This game is made by Team 17. Team 17 is not known for their competitive first-person shooters. Team 17 is most known for their work on Worms, the little side-scrolling game where you collect, move the worms around, the little bazookas and the hammers and all that. That's what those guys have worked on. So to see them go from that to this, there were some games in between, but that's a pretty big leap, guys. My hat's off to you guys. I really hope you can pull it off. I will post the link to what I'm showing on the screen now in the description below. This is a very well-written article over at gamespace.com. By Jatobi, who I assume is an alias for a really cool dude or dudette. They went through and played I guess some sort of alpha that I was not a member of, and that's fine, because, I am not the center of the gaming world yet. But they went through and they talked about it, and they said that while it's an interesting idea, particularly with sniping, it really lacks a significant amount of polish and refinement. That worries me. When you see these opening games, straight to a service, they have to really hit their stride. And when they don't, they die. Destruction All-Stars, I'm looking at you. Rocket League, on the other hand, was great. Still play it today. But when you have these day-and-date launches, you need to nail it. Interestingly enough, on top of that, when you think about where we're at with the rest of 2021, you have Battlefield coming out, you have another World War II shooter in Call of Duty coming out, and you have the big daddy, at least in my opinion, Halo Infinite also coming out. So there's going to be a very competitive space for the first-person shooter genre leading into the last few months of 2021. Part of me feels this game was just sent out to die. And part of me thinks that they're just like, well, we're going to sneak it in for the couple weeks before the big 3 drop, and maybe we'll be able to drum a little bit of support. I do not anticipate anybody really talking or playing about this game within 2 weeks of it coming out, just like Destruction All-Stars. But I will definitely check it out. Stay tuned to my channel. I will get a video out when the day does come. You can check it out together with me. Next, PGA Tour 2K21. What I found very interesting about this trailer, look at the ratio of gameplay to celebrity chat. just kind of watch, just as you're kind of watching that, just think about what the game is trying to advertise and how the game plays versus what they're actually showing. I think that is incredibly telling of a trailer. And I say that because I don't know if this game is going to wow a lot of people. I will show you the Metacritic score in a second. You can take a look and compare it to other famous critics, what they have thought about this game. But these golf games, these annualized franchises, whether it be football, baseball, basketball, hockey, soccer, you name it, the quality has gone down considerably in the last few years. If you don't believe me, check out any Angry Joe rant on Madden in the last 6 years when he does a really good deep dive comparing every facet of the game, reutilized assets, gameplay mechanics, modes, features, etc. And I feel as if a game like this, which is clearly really focusing right now on getting out, on getting out this annual franchise, I feel like maybe they're missing something there. I don't really know. If you're curious, by the way, the Metacritic gets at 76, which isn't bad, actually. I mean, that's, I would say, upper tier in that point for an annualized franchise that is, how much can really change? I mean, the courses aren't changing. You hit the ball. I mean, I don't know what models or physics or graphics or whatever are radically changing the way many of us enjoy golf games. So I'm not really sure what to expect with this one, but I feel like it's a game I will download. Of course, I download all of them. I'll give it a whirl. But I think most people are going to feel the same way others do and just feel burnt out by the annualized kind of franchise experience. Last and definitely not least, Mortal Kombat X really needs no introduction. We'll go ahead and play a little of it for you here. This game is without a doubt fascinating and wonderful and great. It has phenomenal combat, phenomenal storytelling, lots and lots and lots of additional things to do, unlocking modes, special modes, character customization, you name it, it has it. Obviously have spawned kind of a reinvigoration of the series with more of these coming out, continuing in the story. And I'm very, very excited and happy that this is continuing. We'll go ahead and stop it here because last time, we'll pause it right here on the bloody head. The reason why is last time YouTube yelled at me and said I was too violent for gamers to show any Mortal Kombat fatalities. So we'll leave it there and see if we can sneak by the censors. It sits at an 83. So if you ever wanted to wonder, do you think Mortal Kombat is a better game than PGA Tour 2K21? Maybe that will give you some inclination of what I think about a lot of critical scores. But for completeness, I did want to list it here. This game is absolutely fascinating and phenomenal and fun, and it is a joy to play. As I said before, if you are a PlayStation 5 owner, number one, congratulations. Number two, you've probably already been playing this because it was part of the PlayStation Plus Essentials pack. For everybody else who hasn't played it, hey, welcome to the party, pal, because this is a really good one. And out of the 3 games listed here, I think that's the one most people are excited to play if they have not already. But I do feel that Sony is definitely starting to kind of taper off. As was anticipated, we saw a big push of phenomenal games leading up into what would have been a normal E3, thanks COVID. But unfortunately, that didn't happen. So now we're on that decline again, where I think the quality of games is definitely starting to diminish slightly. I don't think the hype level is quite there as it was before. I don't have any of my friends calling me on the phone saying, hey man, let's dive into some Hell Let Loose gameplay, or hey man, let's go shoot some balls on PGA 2K21. I'm not seeing any of that. And unfortunately, I don't know what is going to fix this rut, but we are here. Thankfully, there's a phenomenal list of games coming out that aren't related to PlayStation Plus, and as you know, I will be reviewing each and every one of them on my channel. So stay tuned for that. Hope you guys found this video informative. Thank you so much for watching. Take care of yourselves, and until next time, I will see you guys on the other side.